Throw down! Knock your lights out! Throw down!
Woo! Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Thursday, no Tuesday! Tuesday night throwdown. And there's quite a bit of shit to talk about tonight, so we'll talk about it. I'm going to do like 5 minutes on WWE at some point. We'll save that for later. It's not a big deal. It's just making fun of this stupid shit that's going on in the company. The Joe Rogan stuff concerns me. The moon, talk about going back to the moon. There's going to be a huge war on the moon, man, for this. And I'm talking about the whole world, bro. We're all going to fight for the shit on the moon. We talked about this the other day. It's happening. And Bullfrog, shut up. Stop texting me on your third name that isn't blocked. You fucking idiot. I got Devious Dave Rose here, which I thought I was going to be solo tonight. So pretty nice to have you here, Devious Dave Rose. What's up?
Not too much. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. So we not really, but it's whatever.
All right. Well, let's just make a small chat and move on.
We'll figure it out. Everybody thought my dog was dead this morning. It's not dead. We're giving her to Leah's dad, so. Which is kind of like it dying in a way.
What did she do?
No, she just she doesn't like Finn.
Really?
She growls at him and snapped at him the other day. Kind of scary. But she's never done anything to him, and she plays with him, so. But she's possessive over things like a bone or a ball, or not a ball, but like a water bottle, say. She thinks that's a bone. And Finn's like, oh, let me come play tug of war with you. And the dog's like, rah.
Wow.
Yeah, but all the other kids can grab stuff from her, take things. I can take things from her. I mean, you could train this out of her, I believe, like by giving him treats to bring her and training it and whatever. But for whatever reason, she sees him as like, you're not taking anything from me, and I don't, it's weird. And she's been kind of getting worse with it. So I think training would fix it, but, do you really want to risk your kid getting mauled,
Yeah, seriously.
So that's...
Well, that's better than a dead dog, but, it's still sad.
Yeah. I worded it wrong on Twitter today, and people were like, I'm sorry your dog's dead. I'm like, Jesus Christ, she's 2. She's not dead. Or no,
you did word it wrong.
Yeah, but you know me, like that's why
I didn't want to bring it up personally because I thought, oh man, like his dog escaped, got hit by a car, and now his whole family's grieving, and just him going online is doing a stream is a struggle enough. So I'm just I'm not gonna say much, But
it's kind of like that though. It's like that, but her dad's taking
not like your dog getting hit by a car.
No, it's not. But it's like
sad, but at least that maybe in the future the dog, maybe it's just because he's so young. Because again, he's sort of unaware of his surroundings, and he's also sort of brutish because he's big for his age and doesn't know his remember when Breonna choked him, and he literally just pushed her.
Yeah.
And he was easily able to do so despite her being bigger than him. So I mean, he's got power, so that maybe
Yeah. Well, no. I'll tell you what it is. But I know exactly what it is. He destroys Melly. He harasses Melly horrifically. And Leah sometimes yeah. He'll just attack. It's you have to yell at him stop doing that to the dog or whatever. It's a dog. It's not and so but Leah a lot of times will be like, "Oh," and I'll say the same thing too. I'll be like, "Oh, she's so good. She puts up with all this stuff from him." And but what the thing about that is it's trained him to be like, that's what I can do to dogs. And Clover's like, you're not doing that to me.
So maybe it's not Clover who needs to go to
Exactly.
obedience school.
That's what I'm saying. I told Leah, I said, it's us. We need to train him better. If we train him better, then he'll act better, and then the dog will act better, and everybody will act better. But I don't know.
He's 4, right? He's 4, right?
Yeah.
Has he met a leather belt yet?
Yeah.
No, serious question.
Well,
I mean, by that age, I'd faced a leather belt.
Well, yeah, when we were younger, we did. You say that now, they'll come and take him. Then they'll hit him with a leather belt, but they'll be okay for some reason. You ever notice that? The orphanage comes and takes your kid away, like they'll beat the hell out. Who knows what the hell they'll do.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Child services these days will, like, you sneeze on, like, if you actually yell at your kid, you could have a report written about you.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
Child services.
So, like, it's dumb,
No,
but it...
Radar to Tower 4 is an idiot for his comment in the chat because he has no knowledge as to why I laughed about that.
About what?
About going back to the moon.
Oh, yeah, well, you're going to find out in a minute. And someone just said, just have Finn throw a remote at her, which is pretty funny. If you guys know the history, Finn's broken $4,000 worth of merchandise in this house. So he definitely gets like these timeouts. I think he's just starting to come out of it now. Finally, the weird like everyone had a different. All the kids do different things. Like Gavin was the terrible 3s, right? He was the worst in the 3s, and then after 3 he was fine. 2 he was good. 4 he was good. 3 he was not good. Finn is like definitely been the terroristic 3s and 4s. Like 3s and 4s for Finn have been a nightmare. He's just now getting better. Like he's calmer. He's learning that he gets timed out if he does things. So he's getting a lot better. And my daughter has been the worst now. So she was fine at 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's been 5 and now 6 where she's just out of her mind. And she doesn't listen. Like all the boys listen. If I say anything to the boys, they're like, "What?" Like, dude, if they were doing something bad, like writing on a wall, and you were like, "What are you doing?" They turn around and stare at you, and Gavin would listen. Like, don't write on that wall. He would listen. Finn would be like, "I'm sorry," like, and it'd be like, "Stop now," and he'll just be like, "Yeah." Brenna, you'd be like, "Hey, stop writing on the wall." She'll just be like, "Keep doing it." And you're like, "Are you listening to me?" And she won't look at you, and she'll keep writing. She's got full-blown my ADD. It's unbelievable. But
ADD doesn't exist.
you want to get into the moon thing, though? You want to explain that to why you're laughing at the fact that we're going back to the moon?
Like, for example, the previous 2 administrations, both 8 years each, claimed that they were going to go. Well, actually, even Clinton, I guess, to a certain extent, said that they were going to go back to the moon, and they proposed, all these big plans, and like every time they would sort of move forward or at least approve things, they'd start development and then cancel it, or it'd be shelved. Like the whole Constellation launcher, like what was called an SLS, like a space launch system, was supposed to carry that new Boeing capsule. I think it's Boeing, is it?
Yeah, the Boeing made the new capsule that works with SpaceX.
Or Lockheed. I can't remember. There's
Lockheed and Martin does the engine propulsion systems.
No, but there's one that's supposed to be for deep space, which apparently failed. It came in on a steep return to test out its heat shield, and it failed. But I think the other one as well, the one that's supposed to be able to just do low Earth orbit and compete with the SpaceX module, that apparently also failed its initial launch, and that's supposed to be like a sort of not a backup, but it's a dual system that NASA wants to have. These 2 private contractors providing the capsules that are used to get to the International Space Station. So, the thing is, though, all these promises, nothing ever comes to fruition with them. And again,
but what I'm getting at is, I think we're really going to start mining the moon, and the reason why maybe we haven't gone back to the moon is because we've all been playing coy, and that everybody knew what's on the moon to mine, and until we were ready, we weren't going to go back, because we're going to go back with a plan to mine it, to make money, and for all these resources, all our cell phones, everything, just so much stuff made out of materials on the moon. There's so much of it, and we're going to be competing with Russia and China, and they're not even involving us in their mission to go back there.
There are international agreements that are already preset on the moon
Send
and
my
stuff in
greasy
regards
ass
to how.
into outer space.
Hold on. I just think it's funny. Alex Oli says Rose is jealous. U.S. is going back to space and Canada can't even go once. That's not the point. Like, dude, these people are kind of dumb here with their questions. But I mean, the point is the fact that every time they say they're going to do it, they take your taxpayer money and they invest it in it, and then they eventually cancel a program rather than say, okay, well, we've already invested so much, we got to finish this. We need to make a working, output that we can actually use to get to the moon, because the technology's been there. Now, conventional technology, because even as primitive as that is, it's still technically possible to get to the moon, and you can get probes to the moon, no problem. It's funny though that you have to use these competitions about like, oh, let's offer $1 million to a company that it can actually land a rover on the moon or something. When technically in the 60s, both the Soviet Union and NASA had the ability to land on the moon. And strangely enough, a lot of this technology seems to have been lost. So, but the thing is, though, it should be a lot easier now with the technology that we have. And that should be questioned a lot as to why we're not seeing results when it comes to being able to get first out of, low Earth orbit, and then specifically just getting something onto the moon. I mean, there was an Israeli probe that was trying to land, and an Indian one that actually tried to land prior to that one, a few months apart, I believe. Both of them crashed. Both of them could not land on the surface, for some like various system reasons and stuff, either like a failure to brake properly or slow down sufficiently, whatever the case may be. But unfortunately, those two attempts by those robotic landers failed.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. You could go in so many different directions with the moon stuff. Like, I just don't know what to believe with it. I get it. Like, I just don't know where to go with it. There's so much. There's talking about why the tapes were destroyed of the original landings.
Personally, I think that I think there is mining currently going on the moon.
Right now.
Yes, right now. I do believe that that's going on.
Damn.
I believe that from what some images that I've seen, they sort of indicate that when you look at a mine, like a mine on Earth, you've got all these ramps and stuff going down into like a deeper area and stuff, and sort of areas that are carved out. And there's so many pictures of photographs taken even from here on Earth that are able to focus on these areas that. It's just there's too much coincidence there, and the surface changes over time. Like, and that shouldn't happen unless you're seeing meteor strikes or something, which would change it totally. Like, there's too much evidence to me that seems to point towards the fact that there is mining going on the moon. Who's doing it? I don't know.
Send my greasy ass into outer space.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no.
He's following you, Dave, I think. Or somebody is. Oh,
I don't want to break down my conversation.
He's fucking doesn't know how to use his microphone. Has no idea.
God.
So, what do you think about this? I talked about it earlier in Shame on News. I put a little video up. Howard Stern, Joe Rogan. There's really a debate on at the end of the year. When Joe goes to Spotify exclusively, that they're going to drop those episodes that are missing because he's going to say like, oh, these are my favorite episodes. That's why they haven't, so here's my top favorite episodes, and they're all going to be added to Spotify. But then there's another group saying, like, that's not happening and it's BS and they're really never coming to Spotify. And he's being censored. But also, Alex Jones has said recently that, like, hey, don't worry about everything. You know, there's a blah, blah. So it's almost like Alex Jones either knows that they're coming and, you know, Joe told him, so he's playing along. Because Alex even made a video telling people, hey, calm down. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You're going to, you know, you'll see or whatever. So, or did Alex Jones get paid money to basically not make a stink about it?
Either way, I say wait and see.
Well,
I mean, what else can you do?
I mean, we're going to know in January, I guess, right? By January 10th, if those aren't up, then Jesus. What the hell's going on? Pretty weird shit to me, like if Spotify... And they're talking about editing his current episodes now, too. You know, like editing them before they go up or whatever. People are like freaking out over there. Because the Spotify people gave all the people that run Spotify, like the managers and the people in charge of content and stuff, they gave them all the SJW stuff, right? Like they were like, oh, we want SJW this, and they're like, yes, of course, don't take that off Spotify. We should be careful. But now that Joe Rogan's there, now those same managers are like, well, you told us this. Like, this guy said this and that. We got to get rid of this episode. We got to get rid of this. And now the higher-ups and the owners are like, well, no, you know, we're going to give him his, you know, free speech and stuff. And then those people are down there are losing their minds because they're all with the social justice stuff. And then on top of that, they've already censored people for less than what Joe's guests or him has said. So they're, like, freaking out. Now there's this big fight going on, apparently. I mean, they eat their own. I mean, it's like you put all these people in charge and now they're pissed. Are you really surprised? So the owners want Joe Rogan there, but all the managers are like, we can't do this. How about all the stuff that's on Spotify that's insane that they don't even touch?
I don't know. I don't really listen to Spotify.
Jesus. Dave.
I'm not even a fan much of Joe Rogan. I mean, he's had a few interesting people on his podcast and stuff, but I don't know. He's flip-flop-ish. He's kind of dumb on a lot of different things. And I don't know. A lot of the time, he just seems like a dumb stoner. And you know, I love my weed and all that, and I'm a big proponent of the cannabis, but it's just like... The guy's a grown man. Like, come on.
Right.
But hey, to each their own.
That can't be a Wandy in the chat, so I blocked him, whoever that is.
I didn't see.
He's complaining about muting or something, so I blocked him. I don't think that's really a Wandy. I think it's a fake Wandy. I literally muted myself really quickly to ask a question of one of the callers to be like, do you want to be introduced to somebody else? So that we could do something surprising, and that's why I muted it, so you wouldn't get ruined, you dumb.
No, harsh truth. Frank, yes, I would think that if I do listen to it, because I've listened to a lot of different episodes, and with all different sorts of people. Now, Graham Hancock and Randall Carlson... so with both of those guys, there was two of them. Each of them was like 3.5 hours long. I was captivated from what they were saying, not from what fucking Rogan was asking or postulating and shit, but from what they were leading with their explanation. Each of them separately did 2 to 3 episodes each. I listened to those, captivatedly. And again, what they said, what I enjoyed was not because of Rogan's questioning. It was because of what they were talking about. So, I mean, again, you can't just make this blanket statement like, oh, if, you would actually, listen, if you listen to him, you'd actually like what he said or something. It's just, no. I mean, I can have my own opinion and I can not like, what he says, I mean, or how he conducts himself, or whatever. So, I mean, like your statement also, shows sort of like a bias in itself.
Well, Spotify had this is all being reported now that Spotify all hands company meeting CEO
Harsh truth. How? Okay. Like what? You expect me to listen to every single episode that he does to say, you know what? I'm not a fan of his. Or do you think that if I watched, I don't know, 20, 30, 50 episodes, that's enough? Like I've already explained that, what was it? I watched 8 of his episodes from the previous 2 people that I mentioned. 8 of his episodes. Okay. So is that sufficient? I mean, like if I watched, 30 episodes, is that sufficient? Like, where do you draw the line? I mean, it's just so sad on how you're trying to defend your argument when, again, I thought I've listened to enough of him to say, you know what? I'm not good. I'm not a fan of how he conducts his show. I'm not going to listen there religiously, or I'm not going to subscribe to Spotify just to listen to the guy.
See,
So,
I talk about Rogan because I feel like it's very polarizing. Because
again, harsh truth. What is a lot? This guy's done hundreds and hundreds of episodes. What should I do? 1/3 of the hundreds of episodes he's done to say that it's not a lot?
what are you saying?
mean,
what are you fighting about? I don't get it.
The guy just seems to hold on to the fact that I say I don't listen to a lot of Joe Rogan. I don't.
Oh, okay,
I don't
yeah.
listen to him consistently. I don't know when he's on. I don't subscribe to Spotify. All that. So again,
He's
I don't
on
listen
YouTube.
to him a lot. I've listened to his episodes, like episodes of stuff that I would like to know about. But we know that he's got literally hundreds of episodes. So if I've watched,
Thousands.
say, 100 episodes, and he has literally, I don't know, what is he at, like 8,000 or something right now?
No, he's like at
Okay.
2,000 something or
Okay. So if I've watched, 100 of episodes and he's done 2,000, is that a lot? I mean, do you see what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't fucking make sense.
Why do you have to have a lot? So he's on episode 1,539. But why do you have to? What are you arguing about that you don't know enough about him to criticize him? What are you saying? What's the fight about?
I guess that would be the summary of it. But.
So I only bring Rogan up because he's a guy who is sort of it's almost like he's kind of a liberal, but like the liberals are mad at him for not being liberal enough, and he leans right on some things, and he's open to talking about many things. He can be a little hypocritical at times, but he's the biggest podcast out there, and it's almost like people are like fighting for his love, and it's very interesting to see what they'll try to do to him. Because he's kind of like, I'm going to do whatever I want, fuck you. But now he's signed to $100 million deal. So, like, what is he going to do? I wonder. This is interesting to me. Is he going to full sell out? Is he going to bend a little bit? Is he going to bend the knee? Is he going to say, fuck you in your fucking contract and what
I
you
want
want?
to see is what happens if he gets Trump on there. That's, to me, the game changer.
That's apparently happening.
If it happens, that's like we talked about this the other day. That's going to be the game changer. That's going to dictate whether or not this is a new format for political discussion from politicians that are running in an election, and could potentially solidify, further backing from investors for Spotify and define it as a legitimate platform that more people will flock to. This, could be a big hit to TV, for example.
Yeah, you mean like they could put Rogan on Netflix? I mean, to be honest, at this point. I mean, maybe.
Probably could. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, if Spotify owns him in some way or whatever. I don't know what wouldn't you love to get a hold of the contract or to see what's verbally in the contract for him?
So it's $100 million for how many years?
You know what? I don't remember. Does anybody remember in the chat? It might be 2 years, or it might be like I don't even remember. I think it's 2 years, but maybe it's more than that. Joe Rogan's deal. I don't know. I'm looking it up right now because I don't remember how many years. Oh, 2-year deal. It is a 2-year deal, so I was right. Okay, I remembered right for once. Okay,
so $50 million a year.
Yeah, so I mean, essentially, I guess if Spotify owns it, right, they could essentially say, hey, Netflix could come to them and say, hey, we want to buy like 10 episodes of The Rogan Show and put it on Netflix. And they could probably sell You know what I mean? For $500,000, give Netflix like 10 to 20, 30 episodes. That could happen. And Joe gets a cut of that, and then they get a cut of that. They could actually make... It's kind of crazy what they could do. I mean, not sure if Netflix... I mean, why wouldn't Netflix want to do it? I mean, they put 11-year-olds grinding their vaginas on there, so, I mean, why the fuck can't they have Rogan talking Alex Jones? And you notice that Alex Jones is banned from everywhere for literally just having an opinion. And several of these other people are banned from everywhere as well for having an opinion. And yet the Cuties film and just so many other things are not banned. It's kind of like yesterday I was crying on Twitter a bit. I was like, you know, Bella Delphine or whatever her name is? Like, I was watching her videos.
Whore, yeah.
Dude, she's like grinding and putting chocolate on her pussy and humping things.
Shotgun.
Shotgun to the mouth, suicide stuff, like all these things. Dude, I've had videos come down. I had videos come down for nothing.
Hold on. You need to explain to the audience for who haven't seen it is that she simulates suicide with the shotgun.
Simulates suicide, bondage, sex, being naked, coming, shitting, fucking, humping, swallowing cum, gurgling cum, spitting cum, dancing erotically.
Violence. I think it was violence, like domestic violence.
Domestic violence. And by the way, I'm all for all of this stuff in a video. Go for it. But the point is,
hypocritical.
My video where I said, "Oh my God, I'm like fingering my pussy, like like I did that or whatever," and it was like whatever. That came down. Drinking milk came down. You know, so please explain to me, YouTube. You know what the fuck is going on here? So the clear double standard is there for everybody. You know, it's okay if you're a whore and you do all these things. But no, how dare you hump a teddy bear and spit milk in its face, and you know, because they said it was like, oh, that's simulating sex and violence. Well, what's her video? It's fucking like all over it, but that's okay. Millions of views, money. So it's absolute bullshit, and YouTube is full of shit. Hey, Bullfrog, unmute your mic, man. What, you ever gonna say a word? What the fuck's going on? Is he just sitting there? Yo.
The fingers you have tried to use
There he goes.
Yourself are too fat. Please mash your hand against the keyboard for a dialing wand.
I thought I heard him. I thought he said like, oh.
I can't hear him.
I heard him for a second. He went, hey, ah.
Maybe he's on press to talk or whatever it's called.
Hey, bullfuck, your mic's fucked up or something. Oh, he's gone. There he goes. He's so dumb he left the call. That's how dumb he is. There he is. He's back now.
He's back.
Hello?
Hey, there you go. He's the only one on the call, man. What's going on, man? Are there any...
I mean, oh yeah.
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 What's up, bullfuck?
How you doing, baby?
So what do we owe the graces of your presence tonight?
Oh, no. It was just to hear you guys talking about the moon and shit. I want to talk about that for a little bit.
You want to talk about the moon? All right.
We're not talking moon pies, okay?
No, I was talking about the actual planet moon.
Yeah, that's what we're that's... Oh, my God.
So we're... Yeah, I believe that we faked the landing of the moon. I don't think we've never even been there.
At all. With any other technology even? Like UFOs?
No, because here's an example on why we never even been to the moon. Because, see, I think me and Dave Rose talked about this on a show of mine, that the flag was planted on the moon, and supposedly there's like no air in the moon, like in space, and so I guess they show the flag like waving or something or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
So how's the flag? So how's the flag waving like from the air when there's no air in space?
There's an Air and Space Museum.
That's on planet Earth.
That was a cheap fucking joke.
But yeah, I don't even believe that we even been to the moon because if you remember the movie Transformers: Dark Side of the Moon, they basically show that they staged the whole thing from that movie.
Oh,
I mean,
Oh
have
my
you guys
God.
ever seen that movie?
Yeah, but
uh,
it's a movie.
yeah, I've seen that fictional movie. I've seen it. Yes.
Well, dude, they got several documentaries of the fake this that we never even been to the moon.
Like what? Can you name any?
Well, supposedly there's alien bases on the moon. That's why we never been there.
No, documentaries. Can you name any?
I don't know the name of the documentaries.
But you said that you know of documentaries.
Oh, I just watched some. I don't know them by heart. I'm
Okay,
not a
but
scientist like you.
He's not a scientist.
well, if okay,
He just has a
well,
brain.
well, actually, I do have a I
Yeah,
do have
you
a
got a
title
degree
degree.
in
I have a no, I
you
have a
got a degree
certificate.
in the
Shut the
science
fuck up for
Well,
a
department.
second,
you have a
asshole.
degree in pedophilia.
Ha ha.
I received a child scientist degree from the Ontario Science Centre when I was younger. How about that?
Well, good for you.
So yeah, I guess I technically am a scientist.
Yeah, definitely pretty close
So-
compared to, Bullfrog at least.
So Bullfrog, why don't you ask me what I think? Because
Well, yeah, Dave. Do you think we've ever been to the moon?
I said that actually previously before you called in that yes, I do believe we've gone to the moon, but I don't believe that. Actually, if you've been around as long as you've claimed to be in the community, you would have watched the Final Frontier News where we did talk about the moon landings, and I've said in the past that what we saw on display with Project Apollo was put on as a show that was basically manipulated and presented as real when it wasn't. However, there has been presence on the moon from what I've learned, and there are multiple things that I could point towards to prove this sort of thing. Um, and it looks like it happened much earlier than 1969. And it looks like, and as I said earlier in this episode, it looks like the moon has been and is currently being mined. So,
Yeah.
Well, you're with your opinion. That's your opinion, but I don't believe that. In my opinion, I don't think we ever even been to the moon. That's what I believe.
well, you can believe
That's
whatever you
what
want.
I
Everyone
believe.
has a right to an opinion, even if they're wrong. And your opinion is wrong. But you can keep believing that. I can, you can point to the moon with a telescope, with the telescope that Joe has. You can point to the moon, and you can actually see objects move across the moon.
Yeah, they're called satellites.
No, these you can focus on very clearly, and they're small objects. Satellites cross our sky, and they are. In fact, I could make it even easier for you. You can download these apps for your phone where it just tells you where the satellite is. So you could just put it up to the sky, and you'll see like, oh, this satellite's gonna pass over us in 5, 4, 3, and you'll see, it'll have the name. It'll actually pass over you in a line, and you can see other satellites. So I mean, like, you can track this stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's so many thousands of satellites in our solar system. It's crazy.
Well,
But
1,000 of planets in our solar system? No, that's not the case.
dude, you know how many you know how many Earth-like planets there are out there that we found?
In the galaxy and the universe, yes, but you said
No,
solar
no,
system.
just in the whole universe altogether. You know how many Earth-like planets
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
found?
Okay. So, first of all, let me say this, and you have to help me out, Bullfrog. So, which one? Tell me, which one is the largest of the three that I'm going to say to you right now? Okay, I'm going to say three different words, and I want you to tell me what's the biggest one. So you've got solar system, you've got galaxy, and then you've got universe. Which one's the biggest?
Universe.
Okay, and which one's the smallest?
The solar system.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You get the gold star.
I'm pretty shocked. By that.
I've grown since monetized.
Why did you say? Why did you
You've
say
grown
that?
since.
Why did you say that there was thousands of planets in our solar system when there isn't? Can you answer?
What?
Why did you say there was thousands of planets in our solar system?
Because there is. Or, no, like in our solar system.
How many? Okay, how about this? Let's make it even simpler because you're still not getting it. How many planets
I
traditionally?
think you should wait before he's. Dave, wait till he dies and then ask him. Hold on. Right now he's dying.
Could we be so lucky?
Okay, go
What
ahead.
the
Go
fuck
ahead,
is he
Dave. I'm
doing?
sorry. Go ahead, Dave. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Traditionally, how many planets are in this solar system right now that we're in right now?
9 supposedly, because did we kicked out one of the planets out of our solar system or some shit?
So if there's
You know
9,
which planet that was?
You thinking of?
I think it was Pluto, wasn't it? Was it Pluto?
Yep.
Yep, that's the one.
but let's forget that. Forget because Pluto is a planet and fuck those faggots. But so there's
Right.
9, you said. But I thought you said there was thousands in this solar system. Malfunction.
Well, we have discovered other planets in our solar system in the last decade,
No, we haven't.
the scientists won't confirm it.
No, we only have 9 planets.
Well, supposedly we found like 13.
You know, you're thinking,
Good God.
Bullfrog. You are not thinking of our solar system.
He's not.
You're thinking of other
Dude,
solar
I could look
systems.
this up on the damn Google. Look it up for yourself, Joe. We found other planets in our solar system. I think there's like 13 now.
Oh yeah, what are they called?
I don't know what they're called, but I've done research and we found several planets within our solar system.
So basically,
Confirmed by NASA.
So you're telling me and Joe, people that have not only obsessed with this sort of thing for, since we were young, but have actually done shows about this.
I mean, are you counting dwarf planets or something? Like I don't know.
We don't know what we're talking about. Is that what you're saying, Bullfrog? That we don't know what we're talking about?
I think he's talking about dwarf planets. If I'm mistaken, he may be talking about dwarf planets.
Okay,
Because
the point I'm
if
trying to
you
make-
added the dwarf planets, you would have 13.
Okay, look, maybe again, this should not be an issue.
Yes, I think I am talking about dwarf planets.
No. Every time
Thank
somebody
you,
says
Joe.
By the
something,
way,
you
Pluto
fucking
is a
say-
dwarf. Pluto is a dwarf planet now, technically.
Look, again, Joe, stop pussyfooting around it. The fact is, he said there was thousands of planets in our solar system.
Right.
Okay. Then
Either-
when I present him with something that apparently he knows that there are 9 planets in this solar system,
Yeah.
he doesn't seem to gain that
He
connection.
moves to 13. I get it. Yeah, he's nowhere
But
close.
here's the thing, though. Again, what he needs to understand is
Dude,
he's not talking about the solar
there's-
system. He's talking about our current galaxy.
Yes.
Dude, there's tons of documentaries about this.
There's 13 There's
Okay,
13 objects
you
in
don't
our.
understand is the words, dummy, is the fact that you're saying in our
All right, Daddy.
solar system contains 9 planets, not thousands or millions, whatever. Our galaxy contains billions. But that's why I started off with asking you which is the largest and which is the smallest, to see if at least you could gain your ground and balance.
Oh no!
There's something going on up in this place. There's something weird
Dave!
kinda happening, strange kinda happening, things are kinda happening.
Oh
What the
no,
fuck is
Dave! I
happening
said
daily?
$51 and Bullfrog's gone.
They gave me a shot, nanotechnology. I'm not me.
And guess who did it? The king.
I'm fucking crazy. Split personalities. God.
I'll eat you up, you cracker. Audio's bull. See you, fat fuck.
Adios, Bullfrog. D. Welsh with the boot tonight. First donation of the night.
No, it's $4,000 to ban me on Throwdown.
I said 51 tonight. I'll boot you off tonight, brother.
No, man.
Brother! Cronin, brother, they're gonna kill me, brother.
No, Pappy, you need me.
No, I don't. I've got Casey's
Yeah,
Raw,
do.
Jag the Panzer's here. You know?
No, I'm quality gold. Everybody wants me on. I'm quality gold.
No,
I'm sorry. I mean, listen.
no.
Man, fuck that no chin D Welsh.
$100 will bring him back. How about that? 100 will bring him back on. Goodbye, Bullfrog. I love you. Sorry. Adios.
No,
Hasta
come
luego.
on, dude. I'm gold.
I know you are.
I'm not done talking about.
There he goes. Oh, that's great. All right. $100 will bring him back. All right. There it is. I think he's gone for the night. Well, thank you to D. Welshman. First dono of the night. He might have saved Throwdown. I don't think it was a dry night.
That was difficult to deal with.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
I was trying to be,
I'm already stupid, but he made me even dumber. With the,
I don't want to
That's
yell
possible.
like this because like even a retard like at his level just doesn't understand the yelling. Like he you'd have to hit him with a stick or something for him to understand because it's that primitive. Like yelling at him, he doesn't understand. Like it's special ed, to a next level.
I don't understand the guy who said, "Why don't you bring Tommy to your show like other people do?" What are you talking about? Tommy's been on the show for like 7 years. Why would you say that? That has to be a troll comment, right? That has to be a troll. There's a lot of trolls tonight. Casey, what do you think about the moon, man? What do you think about it, huh? About everything we talked about.
I didn't listen. I just came in when they started talking about the galaxy and the 9 planets and thousands of planets in the solar system. So I missed the part about the moon.
Well, there's a potential life on Venus, right? That's the thing we just heard about.
That there's the potential that bacteria could exist in the atmosphere that could be life. And that's like, again, what they said about, say, Triton or Europa, where, we could find bacteria hidden in the rocks and underneath the ice. And like,
yeah,
it's just like,
it's a we don't really know, but it sounds fun to say.
It's like, it's got all the elements that it could, but we have no indication that it would. So it's like, should we spend trillions of dollars just to send a probe there? Like, this is the reason now that there's life there. Now we have to go. It's
right.
No.
Yeah, it's.
Shoot, we hadn't gotten to Mars yet, and now we're gonna send a probe down there.
If we go to Venus, the only way we could live on Venus is if we lived in the clouds.
Have you seen that concept that if you were to launch airships into Venus's atmosphere, there's a certain layer where the oxygen is actually breathable, or it's much more manageable, and if the ship again remains at that altitude, the pressure from the atmosphere doesn't crush it, and you can actually operate, with people, with minimal sort of protection.
What I would envision is maybe air balloons and that sort of thing, but potentially, probably air balloons or kind of like gliding or floating air drone or something that you could live in the clouds. It kind of reminds me of Star Wars, right? The Cloud Planet with because in the clouds it would be 100 degrees. On Venus's surface, it would be 500 degrees. You're dead. Like lead is cooking there. They're cooking lead on Venus. It's melting. So you'd have to be up in the clouds to live. So you could do it, but why wouldn't you start there? You'd think you'd start on Mars, but maybe you'd start there because you could have a breathable atmosphere. or a filterable atmosphere that you could filter into the aircrafts.
It's too advanced. It's not possible to have a cloud city. And again, a cloud city was basically based over a gas giant.
Mm-hmm.
So it's totally different from Venus, which has a solid surface and a limited atmosphere and stuff.
Yeah, and I think the more likely, like whenever we talk about planets and missions and where we're going to go and things like that, I feel like the answer really always is that we're going to send fucking robots, bro. That's what we're going to do. That's going to be the biggest thing.
Like the rover?
I mean, I just don't see any point in going to Mars because, like at least establishing a long-term colony, at least in the short term. Like, the moon needs to be the stepping stone. The moon needs to be established as it needs to be so developed that people go there for vacation. That's where we need to be right now for the push that would be necessary to get us even further out of because again, the moon is just a moon. It's not a planet, and the distance between the moon and say Mars is hugely different. So they're two totally different operations, but if you start establishing the, I guess, consistency of living in space or working in space through having colonies on the moon, getting to Mars, is going to become a lot more easy for those that are acclimatized for being out in space.
Wouldn't it take 6 months to go to the moon? No, to Mars? Or a year to go to Mars?
It depends on how close the planet is, because it's not a perfect elliptical circle around Earth's orbit. So sometimes it's closer, sometimes it's farther. But yeah, it would take about a year, I guess, at about the closest range.
According to Google, it's around 7 months.
7 months, and the furthest is what, 2 years or close to 2 years?
Probably. It says the time to take it travels between them varies from 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, getting to Mars should only take us 6 to 8 months. So
no, I've read the technology that we have, chemical rockets isn't very fast, and it's they don't have currently any nuclear powered rockets in space that would be faster. Again, if we're talking traditional propulsion,
I think
again, how are you what are you gonna do? Send all these little small ships and crews of 4 and shit, populate Mars that way? How long is that gonna fucking take? Then the program ends and you only had 20 people on the fucking planet. Ooh, that's a big colony. What happens now?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think terraforming. I think we're gonna practice the terraforming on the moon.
Yeah, that's what we should do, is colonize the moon.
No, colonizing and terraforming are two different things there.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't picture terraform. We would terraform everything first. We would. I don't think we'd ever colonize first.
Mars has a better chance of being terraformed because of the gravity it has to maintain an atmosphere, and although it doesn't have a magnetosphere, which it should, if you don't want to die of cancer, you're going to have to do something about the core of the planet. And yeah, you might be able to, rebuild an atmosphere, but it's going to have to be thick enough that it can block sufficient radiation if you don't have a magnetosphere.
Yeah, it's going to be. I just think it's going to be robot stuff. I think we're going to get robots that can literally land and run around and shit and fly in the air like drone robots and all kinds of shit. And we're just going to have them, get samples.
Hey, check one.
All kinds of shit. Yo, Tony, what's up, dude?
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it sounds like you're on the moon, kind of.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out some stuff over here.
Yeah? Play.
Hold on, here we go. I don't know how this stuff works, man. This is my first time, literally my first few seconds. I'm trying to run through my mixer, and I have a little voice live thing, and I'm sitting at my keyboard, but I'm in OBS and trying to figure stuff out, and I'm not seeing myself on the Discord, so I'm just trying to.
Yeah, no, you should Go to your audio settings. Make sure your mic and your video are set to what you want them to. But yeah, man, it's the first time I've heard you ever, so it's pretty cool.
I know. I'm so excited, dude. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. You have no idea.
We're gonna whack off, man. We're gonna have some streams.
Yes, I can't wait.
I'm already done. I just jizzed it a second ago.
Here we go. I'm gonna go throw up now, Casey. How about that? Well, let me go to this dono. I got one. Trey Love's coming in, baby. Oh my god. Every time that's...
Kamala Harris is 53 with no kids. Her pussy gotta be trash. Hashtag niggers for Trump. Fuck BLM.
Oh, Trey Love. A black man who loves Trump, I guess. Trey Love.
If you look at all the people that she fucked to get it up the political ladder, you'll barf.
Yeah, it's also concerning she has no kids, to be honest. I don't trust a lady in her 50s with no children. I'm sorry. You know, and Hillary had to have one.
She wants to dictate to other people about how they have to run their thing with their kids.
Right. I'm gonna mute Tony until he figures out what he's doing. Sounds like a fucking party over there.
Concert.
Yeah, exactly. I like it. Tony from Reveah figuring out his shit. He's gonna have some shit going on. Trey Love, man, thank you for the $10, dude. Greg P in the chat says, I want to shoot myself listening to Bullfrog talk. Well, who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly. You're not the only one.
You know, but yet I think some people are full of shit because they'll watch everything he does. So I don't think that, you know.
It's like watching a car accident in slow motion. It's just hard to turn away and not watch the tragedy.
But I mean, people get giddy about it, though, is what I mean. Like, it's not even like, you know, so it's like, you love it, you know. I love it, too. But I admit it, I love it. But the guy, it is, you know, I love it for, I think when it's on my show, at a certain point, it's like, oh my God, all right, we've run around in circles enough. You know, there's like a 5 to 10 minute shelf life. And then it's like, all right.
Yeah.
You know, but other people like to watch, you know, the baby in the box or something. I don't know, with this guy, like the fucking, it's like Egon and Ghostbusters too, like the kids in there behind the glass. They're watching Bullfrog on stream. It's like the same type of thing. It's very sad. Sports going on tonight, man. But I don't know, man. I almost, dude, I want to send we gotta send the kids back to school, man. This shit's too crazy at home. They take breaks every fucking hour. I don't even know, man. I think the fucking NBA is on tonight. People are talking about the NBA. You know, I don't even care. I mean, none of my teams are in it. I just hope the Lakers don't win because I don't want them to win another title. We're close with them. I don't care who wins in hockey as long as it's fun to watch. I think Tampa was going to win, but you know, I don't know. All I see is Breonna Taylor every day on the news feed. Dr. Fauci, Breonna Taylor, and Trump. They're guaranteed to be at the top. And then Biden.
Did you hear that apparently they're preparing for civil unrest because they're going to be making some sort of announcement about that case?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
So, you know, it might be that the police have been considered
the witness protection program.
Not guilty, sort of thing.
Oh, of course, yeah. They're not going to be guilty because they were given those orders and stuff like that.
Apparently, from what I've been reading, this girl, Breonna Taylor, had been dating two guys. Now, the guy that she was with at that moment, who apparently shot through the door, he was the better of the boyfriends, I guess, because the other one was a drug dealer.
Mm-hmm.
So this apparently is where the whole thing of why did they think it was a drug house came from. That apparently, you know, they thought that this was the house of the.
You know what it makes me think of, Dave? Is my mother dated this guy? Remember my mother's stepdad or whatever, my mother's boyfriend?
Yeah.
Real piece of trash. He still registers. He's been arrested several times. He's done crazy things, right? Complete opposite of my dad, complete opposite of my mom. He actually still puts our residence down as where he lives sometimes. So we get mail. we get mail for him and things like that.
Well,
and
at
I'm
least your
like,
mom is out of there soon, and you don't have to worry about that.
but that's what I worried about. Was like, dude, what if he does something and then they come looking for him, and they break in the house one night and like just my mother's there, like what the fuck, like or whatever. It's like,
Do you know
she's moving
his current address?
I don't know his because he doesn't. He says it's ours sometimes, and then other places it's wrong. So we're like the most we're the most viable address that shows up for him if you look at it.
I was gonna say, if you know his address, just have them go to the
nobody does.
post office.
That's the thing is he doesn't have one. He has he lists ours as his address, but he hasn't lived with us since 2000 or 2001.
No, fuck.
Yeah, fucking crazy. And I like, go tell the post office to fuck off with this shit. Like, and he's even listed in some things. I was looking up stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? All right, look out. Tony's got his shit going, I think.
I wonder if he can block that, though. Block that mail and everything.
Anyways, I was explaining what was happening.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you, bro.
Breonna Taylor.
Nice setup.
You can't see us? I can see you.
It's quite the fucking
Well,
setup.
none of you guys are in on video.
Oh, I'm not on video. You're right. I'm not on video. You're right. Yeah, I'm not on video because if I was, then I couldn't get your video to change. But nobody's on video but you anyway, so.
You don't want to see me.
You don't want to see
You don't wanna
Casey.
see me.
You don't want to see
I have
Casey.
to
You'll
figure
see
out
his.
some stuff anyway.
You'll see his dick if you see Casey turned on his camera, and it's about 3. So you don't want to know.
Wow, this is so crazy. Wow, this is amazing. I'm so happy right now. You have
Mom,
no
I'm on
idea.
television.
Well, no, it's like I've been following you guys for so long, and I'm just like typing, and then I can like be part of you guys. It's
Yeah, we're
Play us
horny.
a song, you're the piano man.
we're gonna have an orgy.
Play us a
Oh
song.
yeah, I got all that stuff going on, but
Hey, tap on that mic for me. Give it a tap with your finger on that mic.
okay, so you hear that?
Wait a minute. No. Do that again. Oh, it is coming through that mic. I don't know why the mic sounds really grindy, like high.
Yeah, so I have a gate and a compression on it and everything else. I can probably kill all that stuff.
Sounds like you're in an
does it
airplane
sound now?
cockpit.
How
Wait.
does it sound now?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
now
that
you
sounds
better?
Way better. Now you sound normal.
Oh, okay. That sound better?
Yeah. Oh,
All
yeah.
right, I just had the effects on and stuff, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
got to figure out how to shut that off, and there's buttons I need to learn and stuff.
Flight 87 requesting landing.
Yeah, dude. yo, we got our own Elton John now.
We do. We can do jingles and everything, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the possibilities are endless.
Okay, well, forget all that. I want you to put your head through that electro sphere over there on top. I love those
get some
things.
Static electricity.
Look at this guy. No. Oh man, you really are going down there.
Another video on you.
No, I know. I'm just kidding. Nice. No, I like it though. I got shit coming. I got shit coming here too, man. Tony, I got I got a sign like it says JCS and shit. We got neon signs. I got all this fucking shit too, man. Soon we're
This
gonna
is
look like
just my
psychos.
room. This is like my living room.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah.
Everything
That's
in
pretty
here is
badass.
just. This is just stuff like. I just like my whole house is like a man cave, so I don't really care. Like,
Fuck yeah.
I'm like I have like messes that are like good mess. Like I have like good clutter. Like it's everywhere, but it's like neat, you know.
Yeah.
My girlfriend, she's totally the opposite. She needs to have everything like clean and like no stuff on the floor and everything. And
Yeah.
I just like all my like. I guess because growing up, I moved so many times. I moved like 25 times.
Oh shit! What the fuck? Really?
Yeah.
Like, wait,
So-
in Massachusetts, or you moved around the country?
Yes. No, in Massachusetts, we
What?
moved every 2 years, every 2 or 3 years.
Why? What the fuck?
Dude, just so much to tell you. But
You should have just said my dad's Whitey Bulger. Like it's just
yeah, right. My dad was a Nam guy, so there's some stories there. But I moved so much. I kept everything in boxes, and I just saved everything. And now I finally have a place of my own. I'm like, screw it. I'm just gonna put everything in here and fill it up with all my stuff that you know what I mean? So
you got one of those. You got one of those classic like Reveah type houses, like 3 floors, like a lot of like paneling and shit.
No, this is like an apartment. I live right on the beach. Literally, I'm on the beach.
Oh
Okay.
man, that's bad.
And
couple
yeah,
Neils.
it's like all apartments here, but it's all family. It's like my grandmother's downstairs, and there's like aunts and uncles, so it's like a big family house, which is pretty cool.
Man, your room looks like a piano lounge in the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Yeah, dude. You look like Elton John right now, bro. We got fucking Elton John here, except he's straight and plows pussy.
I'm gonna go wake up my little doggy and show you. Hold on.
All right, wake up your dog and then fuck it. No, we. Imagine if his pants just fell down.
Did you guys notice that he looks like Jeff Hardy? A bunch of the guys.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Jeff Hardy.
That.
Yeah.
Never mind, he ran away.
Me and Matt, we're gonna win the titles, and then we're gonna go to the WWE, and we're gonna win again. We got little Jeff Hardy here. Yeah, baby. We got Jesse if he wasn't crippled here. Oh no, Jesse will love that. I hope he's watching. Jesse, please be watching, because that would have killed him. Trey Love, man, thanks for the $10.
You got a blood spot on your wall, Joe. Did you
do?
know that?
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
shit!
Like a blood spot.
Oh my God, that's period blood. What the hell's going on?
How do you see his wall? I can't see anybody here.
Well, he's probably watching the stream. I'm betting.
Yeah, I'm watching the stream.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah, you can. Casey's, not bad, bro. Not bad. Pretty smart stuff tonight from you, Casey. I got to tell you. Is that a fish tank or a TV that I'm looking at on the?
Oh, I see you now. All right, cool. What, that right there?
Yeah. Oh, it's a TV.
That's a TV. Yeah.
Okay.
My fish died. I forgot to feed them. They actually died recently.
Wow.
Sad story. Sad story. I had 2 beta fish, and I put them both together, and I didn't know that they're not supposed to be together.
Oh, yeah, right. They ate each other to pieces.
I went away for 2 days, and I came back, and they were both dead.
Right.
And they both ate each other.
They ate each other. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, man. That's fucked up.
Pretty fucked up. Yeah.
You should have eaten
them.
them.
Oh my God. I felt like I had like a burial for them and stuff. I like flushed them down my toilet, said a low prayer.
Well, you weren't here, but I had a turtle since 2004, and it was a couple of years ago on the show that it died.
Wow.
And I buried the turtle out back, and I was all fucked up. And I'm like, dude, I'm fucked up from a turtle. What's gonna happen when something real dies?
Dude, the turtles, they're like your little buddy, man. How long did you have it?
I had it since it was a baby, because a seagull picked it up in Braintree in the lake, and it dropped it, and I was like, dude, that seagull just took a shit.
No way. And you saved it, and then you like sheltered it and adopted it?
I was on the boat with my friends from Southie, and we're like in Braintree at Sunset Lake, and this fucking thing falls next to us. And I'm like, what the hell was that? The bird almost shit on us. And then the bird fucking came down and picked something up. And I go, what the hell was that?
It was meant to be.
Yeah, and then it dropped it again. And I go, dude, that thing's trying to eat a fucking fish. And then we got close, and I'm like, no, that's a turtle. And I'm like, dude, this bird's trying to eat a fucking turtle. So we scooped the turtle out of the thing. It was the size of a quarter. I took the thing home, and we had it since from 2004 till 2017 or whatever.
Wow.
Crazy shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, you were close to the turtle, man. You shouldn't feel like, the turtle died. I mean,
Yeah.
It's like a pet. That's a legit pet.
Oh, yeah. No, I love that thing. Joe's in her thoughts.
I adopted my little dog last year. I just adopted him. I went into a shelter, and he was right there. I was looking for probably 6-7 months. I've been to that shelter. It's actually in Salem, Mass.
Yeah. Oh wait,
Salem, the old
wait a minute.
witch town.
That's where we got Clover. It's probably the same shelter.
Oh yeah, the northeast. There's a northeast there. There's a few, yeah.
Yeah.
I adopted. I went in there and I kept checking back, and I kept looking for a little dog, and I just didn't. I didn't click with one. And then I walked in and I seen this little guy. Probably he weighed 5 pounds at the time, and I saw him and I'm like, that's the one. So I took him home and had him ever since. So it's good to adopt,
Yeah, that's what we said about Clover, and now we got to get rid of her.
And now, my dog, now I say that, and my dog's pissing all over the house and shitting, and I'm just like, whatever, it's, I adopted it, so I got to deal with it,
That's right.
What it is.
Matt Hendricks, you might be
being
right.
responsible, man.
Yeah. Get your, let's step on it. No, don't do that. Jag the Panzer, man, what's been up with you, dude? I haven't said hi to you yet, even though you've been here. What's been going on?
How does my mic sound?
Great. Sound good.
Hey, real quick, Joe. I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you gay?
Am I allowed to like smoke on camera?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's all fine.
Like I can vape and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You can do crack?
All right,
I
cool.
smoke
You guys-
weed.
you guys can watch me do a lot of drugs then.
Hell yeah. Just don't say drugs. No, I'm just kidding. No, nah. I smoked a lot of weed last year.
Herbs, it's flour, it's all natural. It's the
all
best
legal.
remedy.
Legal in
All legal.
Massachusetts.
It's legal in Mass. I'm a patient, you know. I'm all legit, man, you know.
How long have you been watching Joe Cronin?
Let's see. I would say 8 or 9 months.
Okay.
Probably, yeah.
Too hard on you then.
Yeah. Don't go too hard on me. Easy. You know what I mean? I'm fairly.
Dave was
new
about
here.
to be like, "Are you fucking serious? Like, you don't know about this shit? Like, oh, okay, you're new."
Well, it's fun to get somebody that is kind of fresh. Like you guys.
Exactly.
Like I said, I've been watching you guys, and like you know each other. You guys pretty much talk to each other daily, and you know everything about each other. So things get old. It's good to have somebody that ask me questions and be like, hear my Boston accent, how horrible it is. Is it really hard on the stream? Do you guys hear it? How bad?
Oh
it is?
yeah, everybody knows. Everybody can hear it. Yeah.
It's heavy. Yeah.
Dude, the reason why I talk about this all the time because mine goes away when I get in front of a microphone. Mine kind of goes away.
Yeah.
And then
he's a sellout.
It's weird, like because. But then if you watch like my old videos, it's like wow, like people always laugh at it. They're like, "Damn, you had a crazy accent." And I'm like, "Yeah." But not in front of the mic. Unless I start drinking. But if me and you do a podcast, like me and you are going to be doing a podcast, right? Or having a podcast soon. When me and you sit down to do a podcast, it's going to come out because I'll start talking like you.
I'll bring it out, baby. Yeah.
You'll bring it out.
Tony, I've got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
What is on top of your house? As in, like, each part of the house has its own name and stuff, right? So what's on top of a house normally?
Wait. Say that again.
What do you call the top? What do you call the top of the house?
A ceiling?
No, not on the inside. On the outside.
A roof.
Oh my God, he said it right.
Because I say it right. Nobody says roof here.
Say it right.
No, it's a southern thing. We say roof. It's a fucking roof.
I say roof too.
I say park the car in Harvard Yard.
Yeah, but you know what though, dude? Drew says roof, Dave. Drew says roof. We say roof. I
noticed that, yes.
That's Yucko.
Tony, yeah, see, Tony, I'm telling him the roof is a southern thing. He doesn't understand that.
That's like what a dog does, roof.
Yeah,
rough,
exactly.
you know?
Like, dude,
like,
I went outside there on the roof.
Okay, so what about room? Do you say room or rum?
Room.
Okay, so
there's other words that I say that are real that you can tell. I just can't remember
what about
what they
saw?
are.
Like
saw?
Is it saw or SAR? Because like I've heard say, "Oh, I saw that guy."
Saw. You'll notice when you hear me talk. You'll hear those words and you'll be like, "That's a word that sounds weird." Say that again. So you'll notice them come out, but I can't remember what they are.
Joe, is this a New Hampshire thing? Because that's where you were born, right? I mean, like, why is it that I've heard you say these things and other people have confirmed it true? Like, too. Like, I'm not hallucinating here, okay?
Well, some of it I feel like...
I think there's a little change, like, there's a little difference from even New Hampshire to Massachusetts. There's just a slight difference. Only, like, us people kind of know there's certain words.
I'm not going crazy, Joe. I know what I heard.
What you have to understand, Dave, is, first of all, so I'm in the South Shore. He's North Shore. And then there's New Hampshire. South Shore, North Shore, New Hampshire. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Hold on. South Shore, Boston, North Shore, New Hampshire.
Yeah. Well, yeah, pretty much. I mean, New Hampshire's...
Macho Man.
Joe, you're literally... You're probably a half an hour down, and New Hampshire's probably a half an hour up from me. So...
Well, so, like... So I grew up...
You can get from New Hampshire to, like... so you can get from New Hampshire to...
I can explain all these accents because here's the thing. Until I was... My mother grew up in Lawrence, Massachusetts. My father is from Medford. I grew up...
Do you say Medford or Medford?
Yeah, Medford.
Medford.
So...
Do you hear the difference? Medford?
Yeah, we call it Medford. Medford, yeah.
Or people go Peabody. I say Peabody.
No, Peabody. It's Peabody, yeah.
Some people go Peabody.
Yeah, people say Peabody. Yeah, it's Peabody. Yeah, Worcester, Worcester.
So you guys are
Worcester.
Yeah, no. So
I lost in that.
Dude, so I grew up in New Hampshire till I was 9. Then I moved to Southie for 1 year. Then I moved to Quincy until I moved out a year ago. So now I live in Foxborough. So
yeah, and that's
all
still,
these different accents.
That's completely different from where I am. Like my accent is super hard over here. It's real. Like down where Joe is, I don't know. It's just
why is this small area have like 5 different accents?
I don't know. But everybody from my area, we all talk the same, all of us.
Yeah.
So it's just
trashy.
It's just weird. Girls love it, man.
Yeah, dude. When I went to Florida, when I went to Florida, I went to Florida in 2004. Coincidentally, fucking The Departed just came out, and all the fucking girls in Florida, dude, they were like, "Oh my god, you sound like the guy in the like Leonardo DiCaprio." Like it was like fucking, dude, like there was just tits coming out everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And by the way,
Joe, did you know that apparently Tommy NC looks like Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah, he said that for years.
Tommy NC, hey, he looks like Bam Margera. Okay.
You're right. Yeah, like
Tommy
if
NC looks like Bam Margera.
His veins fucking correlated, fucking coagulated together.
Bam's starting to look like his dad slowly.
Oh yeah, he looks like a dad now. He doesn't look like Bam anymore. Now he looks like your angry neighbor. Like he doesn't fucking look like Bam anymore, dude. Oh my god,
he's
dude.
Just a slightly thinner Phil.
Dude, when we got to Florida, it was the funniest thing because my other 2 friends are from Southie, like they're from South Boston. So all my life I grew up with them, so I kind of grabbed their accent quite a bit. So we're down in Florida in 2004, and like the name of the bowling alley is Donnie Carter's, right? So we're in the fucking bowling alley and we're calling our buddy on the phone to have him come down there. And there was a lot of people around us and parties and just women and all kinds of things. And we go, yeah, we're at what is this? Donnie Carter's fucking bowling alley. And like just people started they started coming up to us like, are you guys from Boston? You're from Boston? Yeah, we're from Boston. Like and then we were invited to parties all over Fort Lauderdale. It was crazy.
Easily, yeah. Easily.
Holy shit.
I mean, the guys up here, we're a different breed. That's just all I can say. We're a little different. I don't know where any of you guys are from, but we're a little different, man. We're a little different.
No, it wasn't.
When we get into more stories,
what the fuck came out in 2004? What came out in 2004? Something was out in 2004 where everybody was like, "Fucking, oh my god, you're from the fucking." Whatever the fuck, maybe it was 2006. My bad. It was 2006. I'm sorry.
What, The Town?
Yeah, I got no, it's not. No, The Town came out after The Departed. There was The Departed came out because we were down in fucking Florida. So it was 2006. It was 2006 then. It wasn't 2004 because The Departed had just come out. Because we were fucking. I mean, I could bring my buddy Bobby and Jimmy on the show and they would tell you about what happened. It was fucking. I got
Bobby
the video.
And Jimmy?
Yeah, I got dude, I got the video of the fucking place. It was crazy. Now, my buddy spent the whole fucking time, though, trying to hook up with this other girl who was from here, who lived down the street there, and we get to Florida, and my buddy Bobby is like, I'm like, oh, Bobby, I know this girl who lives like 5 hours away down here somewhere. We'd have to drive hours to get to her house or whatever. And he's like, okay. And so I'm texting her on AIM, or on fucking AIM, like messaging her. And she's like, oh, I live right down the street from where you are. And we're like, what? And then we ended up going to see her. And then he became like friends with all these people down there. And
they ended up coming from the same area.
And they all
right?
they were all this girl lived down the street from me, in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
So like they all became friends then and stuff. And at the time he knew nobody, I guess.
So I know what it is anytime one of my friends moved down from here to Florida, they're like the coolest kid on the block. It's really, I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's all my friends go down there. They're like, dude, all the girls like they're all over us. Like,
do you think it's
crazy?
New York too? Probably the New Yorkers too. Like any New Yorkers that go down there are probably like the same thing.
I don't know too much about New York.
Well, okay. So in Fort Lauderdale, it's like this. There's so many New Yorkers and Boston in Fort Lauderdale. Like where we lived on the street or where we were staying at my buddy's house, there was like New York Yankees shit and then Boston Red Sox shit. New York Yankees shit, Boston Red Sox shit. Like Florida, Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Tampa Bay Devil Rays, Boston, New York, New York. It was like, it's all over the place like that. And then there'd be some, scattered teams like, Chicago or something like that. But it's like, dude, there was so many New York teams and Boston people down there. And then there's the Florida teams, and then there's everybody else who comes from everywhere else who is out there. But a lot of Boston and New York in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh yeah, 100%. Half of my family's down there, so it's probably where I'm gonna go die.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
Is your family Italian or?
Yeah,
Irish?
Sicilian. Sicilian.
So you're almost.
We're not Italian. We're Sicilian.
You're Sicilian, so you're literally JD. How tall are you?
6'6".
You're 6'6".
Yep.
Are you fucking serious, bro? I thought you were like 5'8" or something.
Yeah, no, I'm not 6'6".
Oh my god, dude!
I'm 5'8".
You are 5'8". Right. Okay, so
yeah, I had 5'7".
Because I was gonna say
5'7".
it seems like a Sicilian thing, like because he's like 5'4". So.
Yeah, I'm like 5. I'm pushing 5'7" on a happy day. And then I think $170 now.
How big is your pecker?
You're gonna have to find out.
What the fuck? I'll come out there. I'm only an hour away now.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it just makes sense. So those late night booty calls, where it's so close that it's
I think
I don't have to take planes or any trains, buses.
Yeah, if we ever again
I can get there in 15 minutes. It's not worth it.
Well, if we ever have a falling out, I can actually have a fight with Tony. We can actually fight each other like live on stream. Like it's kind of
actually do that.
Just like Jeremy from Clambag. We could just we could meet each other and fuck each other up.
So wait, you guys got a donation and kicked Bullfrog off earlier? Was that right?
Yeah. Somebody dropped. I can't believe somebody did it that quick, but of course Welsh did. It was $51 and.
All right, because we'll have some fun, right? Writing some songs about him later on. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll figure something out with him. It's just there was no donations, and I was like, well, got to do something to make this show continue next week. So, and we served up Bullfrog tonight, man. He's probably raging right now somewhere, probably tweeting, "I'm gonna kill you," all these other things.
He's probably so mad. He's like, this guy comes on, he's out of nowhere, and he's taking my spot. It's like, dude, get a fucking camera. I literally, I opened OBS this morning, and I know how to use it.
Right.
Okay, it's not that hard.
Well, but I mean, you're talking about
girl's
a guy.
Yelling at me. My girl's yelling at me.
What is she like? You're too loud. What the fuck are you doing in there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Welcome to the club, because that's how it started for me.
Yep. I'm in trouble. I'm getting yelled at bad.
Dude, my wife first yelled at me. I was on with Tom Green, and I was doing a promo for him, and Leah yelled at me like, "What the fuck? I'm sleeping," and all this stuff. And I was like, "Oh." And then it went on for like a long time after that. Even at my mother's house, like when I would do the shows, she'd be like, it's kind of annoying to try to play video games over here, and you're just like talking and shit. And, eventually she got it. And then eventually she was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And
well, that's the problem I think I'm going to run into is that's why it's like, I'm like a morning person. Like I'm singing and playing my keyboard at 7 a.m. Like I love doing morning stuff. And you're the opposite. You go at 11, 12, 1 in the morning. And so it's kind of hard to do that at night, because it's kind of quiet here. So that's why I'm like, Well, I love to join in, but
are you are you in a separate room right now, or are you in like?
Yeah, like I'm in the living room, and the bedroom's like right there. So
what you need to do is, I can tell you what to do. You need to get
like a foam pad.
No, the drum things that you put around the drums to silence them. That it like you unfold, like you just kind of open it and then you roll it, like it's like
like the black pads.
Yeah, it's like 5 foot high, and you open it up and surround yourself in it.
Oh, okay, so like foam. Oh, okay. So you're talking about the plexiglass, the 5 pieces that.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Okay.
That's what you need.
Sorry. All right, we're on. I'm sorry.
That's exactly what my wife would do. She'd beat the crap out of me, bro. That was awesome. That was awesome. I wish everybody saw that. Oh my God, that face was precious, bro. You just got the death stare, son. Man,
Damn.
you just
Dude,
got
I'm in trouble.
you got the death stare. I have gotten that same stare.
You know it. You know the stare. It's not even like
I've gotten that stare. All my former co-hosts have gotten that stare. I know.
Dude, I got the chills.
Oh, dude, that was amazing. Oh man, I hope if she came out of nowhere, out of frame right now, and whacked you in the back of the head with something and knocked you out.
I was waiting for it.
And then picked you up and then held you into that fan over there and went in your face.
Maybe I'll just go in the basement.
No, I think
all the stuff in the basement. And
bro, you better. I'm telling you, you better go, bro. She's gonna fucking kill you. You should just be like,
I just gotta
go.
Talk
I can tell you what you gotta do. You gotta be like, you just gotta go up to her and be like, I'm sorry. Like I did that, I'll figure something different out next time.
Yeah, that's what I'll say.
Like do it, like just do that, because this happened to me with Tom Green. I was screaming into the thing, and she flipped out on me, and I was like, "Honey, I'm on the show with Tom Green, like I'm gonna be a co-host," and she's like, "I don't give a shit."
Well,
Tom Green's a
what I need
faggot.
to tell her. That's what I need to tell her. Like, babe, don't worry. Like, it's all gonna be worth it.
No,
like
she don't
something.
care. She don't care. It doesn't matter what's worth it.
This is getting. I have to drive her to work at 6 a.m. I'm getting smacked.
You could tell her that you're making $200 and you're on the fucking air with Joe Rogan, and she would still hate you. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It's not even. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I tell her.
Exactly.
It's just the point of what I did. So now this will go. Now I'll get yelled at for probably the next 3 days, and then.
She's listening. I'm telling you, she heard that, and she's right now. She's got a knife.
No. I think we're good. I'm just gonna talk a little quieter, but I can't help it, man.
Dave, what do you have to say to this pussy whipped person we have here?
He knows. I don't have to say nothing. He saw. If he didn't see that look.
No, Dave's angry right now. I can tell.
I don't want to get him into any more trouble, but yeah, you might want to cut your time short and go make it up to your woman for.
I think I might have to. At
a little
some point.
massage, maybe, or I don't know. Chocolate.
No, you're right. You're right.
Deliver the dick to her. Is what I think.
What time do we got? 2? 3?
Deliver her the dick. How long have you been with her?
It's not delivery, it's dick.
4 years. 4 years.
Okay, yeah, I've been with my wife for 13 years now. So.
Well, before this girlfriend, I was with my girl for 8 years.
Oh, whoa. Jesus.
9. Well, close to 9. Yeah.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
Yeah. So since I was 16 to 25, and then 1 year off, and then 26, 27, 28, 29.
Did that girl
27
Did that girl leave you? That girl left you, right?
It's like a mutual thing, because when you are together so young,
right? That's
sometimes you just grow apart. There's nothing you can do when you're with somebody when you're 16 years old. Like you grow apart because when you're 25, you're like, dude, we're not the same anymore. Like, sorry. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was gonna say maybe one of you grew and the other didn't, because that definitely happens. And I feel like, especially with women, like, until they're like 21, like I don't know, they don't know. At least that's the way.
Yeah. But I mean, we're still cool. We're still friends. Like everything's cool. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird, but it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm super happy now, just doing my thing and just taking it day by day, brother.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So you I miss the ocean now that I live out here. Like, it's been about a year and a half now that I've been out here, and I really miss the ocean, man. You really get ocean sick, because I'm used to looking down the street at the ocean every day, and now I'm in like the woods. So it's,
to be honest, I don't know what I would do if I didn't live near the ocean. Like, I'd feel claustrophobic.
That's,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, not having that risk of being flooded. That's so terrible.
Yeah, I mean, the winters here are brutal. absolutely brutal. I mean, my car's covered in
Salt.
sand and
Salt.
Let me check if I'm getting yelled at again. Hold on.
Tarr, bro, you should go. I'm telling you, you should go. I know this shit.
That face though was so cute. She
All
was
right,
like,
I'm gonna go.
All right, bro.
I'm gonna go.
We'll see you this week, though, man. Hit me up. We'll do something.
right.
I'll show up
Will
in the
do.
morning even if I have to too. It's all good.
All right, brother. We'll talk.
All right. Good night, baby. Tony
right,
from
later.
Reveah, baby. What a debut.
Later, guys.
Thank you, man. Nobody will ever forget that debut. I will tell you that. That was great. Man, the death stare. That was amazing, dude. Leah with that same face. I've got that same face from Leah, JB's wife. She's giving him that face. Something about my fucking Florida story. JB actually called it out in the chat. He's like, Departed was 2006. Now I'm confused. Because we definitely got that fucking treatment down in Florida, and they were talking about The Departed, but I thought it was 04, but it must have been 06. Because The Departed didn't come out till 06.
I still haven't seen that movie.
Really? It's all right. It's pretty good. It's not. It's like. It's not the best. It's on the. It's all right though. You know, people trying to do the like Jack Nicholson. I don't even think he even does like a. Does he even do a Boston accent? I feel he just does Jack Nicholson again. You know. You know, like, what do you want? I'm Jack Nicholson. I do the same voice. And then it came out right after he did that thing with Adam Sandler, right? Didn't he just do that movie with him, the silly movie? What? Maybe something came out in 04 that I'm forgetting, and it wasn't The Departed, but it was. Because everywhere we went, that's all people talked about. The fuck happened? I don't know, man. She's like, you're done, bruh. Like, you know. Dude, I'm telling you, Leah flipped out on me when I was on with Tom Green. And when I used to do the show in the living room. She'd be like, are you really going to be this loud? Are you going to be this loud and piss me off? You know? And I'd be like, what do you mean? I'm just talking. I mean, I can't do a thing, you know? Look at his
Pissed
face.
off like what? Usual?
Well, yeah. Pissed off like you're talking all night on this thing and not making any money, and what are you doing?
So how is Leah doing? Is she coping okay with RGB's death?
I think
RBG?
she's more worried about the dog stuff.
Oh.
She's in a fucking funk.
Taking that hard?
Oh, yeah. It's not good.
I guess what?
Yeah, it's not good. She's pretty pissed. She feels like she failed something or did something wrong or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, you did, but not that. No. No. No, I don't know. She's just not.
What are you is the dog like being kept now in a separate room? Like, has it already been shipped off?
Well, she's coming back tomorrow, but she went tonight to stay overnight with Leah's dad. Her dad loves the dog, so.
So she's there basically to cry it out and to say goodbye to Clover.
No, she's here, but I don't know, man. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna do well with it because I've been angry the last 2 weeks about it because I found out about it.
Oh, okay, but it happened 2 weeks ago.
Well, it's sort of maybe a week ago, I guess. I don't know, but for the past like 7 days or so, I've been like, I don't know, bro. I'm just like aggravated about it. And
but you've been keeping the dog away from the kid.
Well, yeah, kind of, but at the same time, like I brought them together to hang out the other day, and he played with her for 30 minutes, and I was watching to see what would go down, and it was fine.
So who's making the decision about the dog leaving?
Mostly her, but like I mean, but the thing was like, yeah, I don't know. It's not good. She's not happy, so I'm not happy. She's not happy. Her dad's probably happy though, because her dad wanted a dog.
And the what's it called? The kids. Are you gonna spring it on them on the last day? It's like, oh, by the way, say bye to Clover. She's gone.
No, they kind of know about it. That way, I figured like we sort of like bring her over a little bit at a time. You know, you kind of get used to it instead of just goodbye, you know, and making a big thing out of it. Because my mother kind of made a big thing out of it when I lost 3 dogs. My My mom took all three of my dogs were taken away from me when I was younger. So I think I've got a little bit of that, like, trauma bothering me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, here goes, you know, because I don't know. But, like, I watched people show up at my house when I was a kid to take my dog away. Like, 3 times. The last one was my aunt took it, but still, it was still like, what the fuck? And every time it was kind of like my mother had enough of the dog, but like, I'm like, but that's my dog, you know, what the fuck? So, you know.
Have you guys considered hiring a trainer?
That's what, you know, I'm kind of sort of like that. Like, I feel like there's got to be a way.
How much it costs to train a kid?
Yeah, you're going to have to train 2 people, the kid and the dog.
No, the kid and the mother.
Oh. I mean, I probably need more training than anybody.
Joe.
Well, no,
the dog's not the problem here. The dog's not the problem.
Well, I mean, it's the kid then, I guess. I don't know. Could be me. I don't know. It smells my dick. I want to thank Tony for coming on, man. That was that shot of his girl staring a hole in his head as he casually looked away.
You could almost see the laser beams coming out of her eyes and just like pulverizing his head.
Murdering Jeff Hardy, Tony, like as his head explodes. As his Elton John sunglasses were melted away.
Kind of disappointed he didn't play us a song.
Well, I think he was going to eventually. And I think that was...
Look how she's biting her lip, too. That's kind of cute.
Right, yeah, you're right. Kind of...
pouty look.
A little bit of a Bex type of look.
At you.
Kind of a Bex look, you know, don't you think? But yeah, it's just... and you know he was setting up all day. You know, setting everything up all day, getting everything set. You know,
well, it
he's
took
like...
him, 20 minutes just to be able to... Like, he was connected on Discord, but it took him 20 minutes to finally get unmuted and talk.
Right. And then the poor guy. Like... Dude, I'll never forget. I'm gonna find that clip too, by the way, because I found my Mac at my mom's house, and that's the that's the thing that has the clip on it of Tom Green, and I'm gonna play for everybody when he goes, "Get this fucking guy out of here already," then, because I was supposed to be his co-host, and then you can hear Leah in the background like, "What the fuck," like, and then I'm like, "Oh no," and then you can hear Tom Green be like, "Hello, Dan." Hello, Dan. You know what? Fucking hang up on this fucking guy. Fuck this guy.
Wow.
You can hear the firing live on the fucking... It's really kind of funny. And now,
yeah, now be real happy about that, Mac.
That was 2010, 2009. And it was when Tom Green was doing his show live from his website. What? Damn the builders? What are people talking about? Anyway, I think we're going to get the fuck out of here. I love Cock. I love you in the chat. Have a sex. Have a nice night. Have a wet one. And I'm going to fucking get the fuck out of here, bro. Dave, any last words?
Keep your eyes out for Final Frontier news. That might be coming at some point in, from now into 2025. So who knows?
Hit us with those questions. I'm going to take my headache and stick my head in the toilet. Jag DePanzer, man, thanks for being here, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
I want to book on stream and everything.
What was that?
Well, you really made a fucking impact.
Oh, God, there's a fight. Is Tony still here?
Yeah, I see him. But no camera.
Might get the goods.
Clip it.
Oh my God, that's fucking funny, man. Nobody gets that though, but that's funny. I was hoping we were gonna hear a domestic disturbance. I was even being really quiet too, like maybe. Fuck. fucking get out of here. You only live here because I let you. Or like some weird juicy little thing, you know, like you'll go back to living in your car again or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And selling heroin. Oh my god. Good night, everybody.
Good night, you motherfuckers. Shout out to D. Welsh and Trey Love for the donos. Yeah. I'm gonna fuck you up. Looking for a guy to fucking come with. Oh my god, Casey is raw. He's in the bedroom.
Right.
He's in the fucking bedroom.
That's
I
right.
wanna see his dick hole. I wanna see his pee hole. I wonder if Casey might take his dick out, show it to the whole world with it out. I wanna see that prick, the penis papal stick in my mouth, and I wanna come inside his crotch. Oh yeah, pubes all over. I wanna play with his shoulders. Oh my god, what the fucking...
What the fuck? Good night, everybody. Bye. Check out Patreon already, you fucker.